Hey guys, Pie Guy Rules here, and welcome back to Topic of Discussion. Today's topic, robots. And chickens. More specifically, Robot Chicken. Yeah, a lot of you wanted me to review this show, or talk about this show, back when I was talking about all the adult cartoons, which I did for a while on Topic of Discussion, but I wanted a break. I didn't want the topics to be kind of one thing after another. I want to just mix them up and do random things. After all, these aren't reviews, these aren't, in-depth things. These are just me talking about stuff that I like, or don't like, or just opinions that I have, or reminiscence, or whatever. So, Robot Chicken, what is it? Briefly, it's basically a sketch show that lasts, it's like they have 11-minute episodes, but every sketch on the show, they range from 2 seconds to 20 seconds to 2 minutes. Not many of them outstay their welcome. Occasionally there'll be a gag that goes on a little bit too long, and usually there's one sketch in the episode that, it's 5 minutes or something like that, which is quote-unquote long for the show. But what it does is, it's like stop motion with usually action figures and stuff, and it takes pop culture characters and basically does crazy things with them. It puts them in raunchy situations, or it parodies them, or it puts them in a realistic setting. You might have a little sketch where they put Mario Kart, they mix Mario Kart and Grand Theft Auto. That's the type of sketches they have, and they're funny. They are wickedly funny, especially to see characters that you know and love from kids shows showing up and just doing horrible, horrible things. This is not a kids show, mind you. It is definitely not a kids show. I won't tell you to watch it or not watch it because I'm not your parent, but I will say not recommended for children. But it is funny. It's if you have seen Mad, the Cartoon Network show, not the Mad TV, but if you have seen that, Robot Chicken is basically a better version of that, and it was, way before that. But it basically does what that does in a way, in that it uses these licensed characters, but in such a, it's just so funny. It's a little bit I don't want to equate it to Family Guy, but it's like if you condensed all of Family Guy's cutaway gags, took out the unfunny ones, made them into cool stop motion, and made them good. but it just it's so funny, and it's made by, what's his name, Seth Green. He's a cool dude. He was in Buffy. And Seth MacFarlane works on the show too sometimes, and Seth Green also does Chris on Family Guy. So those two shows do cross over. There's even in the Star Wars specials, Seth MacFarlane's characters and Seth Green's character argue over whether Robot Chicken or Family Guy had the better parody of Star Wars. But I really like the show. It's really cool. It's probably, the best part about it is that the sketches don't go on too long. So if one isn't particularly funny, or maybe you don't understand, the reference, maybe you don't know the characters of, He-Man or whatever, it just goes by. So that's part of the genius of the show. And sometimes, you'll want the sketches to go on a little bit longer, but it's probably best that they stay where they are. And it's just, it's really creative too. They're not always the obvious parody. It's a really good show, guys, and I recommend it if you are of a certain age. And they got a lot of good guest stars on there too. A lot of famous voice actors. A lot of people to play the original characters they played, or themselves. Kesha was a celebrity guest star, just to name one. I got Wikipedia going on over here. But it's definitely, it is a different kind of show. It is a stop-motion sketch comedy parodying pop culture. That's how you would describe the show. That lasts for 11 minutes. And yeah, that's about it. I really like it, and it does some really funny things with characters. A lot of stuff that you'd see on the internet, in College Humor sketches or whatever. Robot Chicken was kind of doing it first, I guess I could say. When did this show come out, I wonder? Let's see, it came out in 2005. So yeah, it's a lot of the same humor you'd see on internet shows. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Housekeeping. Go and watch that Jake the Dog and Finn the Human reviews. I will keep pushing those reviews on you until the next ones come out. Alright, guys? Pie Guy Rules, out. Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe if you like me, like this video if you, well, like this video, and comment if you have an opinion on anything that I just said. Oh, and I also have a Twitter. Follow me at PieGuyRules. I usually respond to any comments or questions that I get. PieGuyRules, out.